Yo, what's up guys? What's going on? Zach or Motor Resistance here. Welcome back to another video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Today what you guys are watching is a gaming setup video. This is my best gaming setup yet, and I haven't done a gaming setup video or like room tour thing in a long time, so I figured it was about time. Might as well do it. We just hit 10,000 subscribers, so that's a pretty big milestone. Why not celebrate that with a pretty cool video here? So hopefully you guys enjoy. Leave a like if you guys do, subscribe if you guys are new. That rhymed. And before I say something stupid, I'm just going to turn it over. The audio quality is going to dip down a little bit because I am recording with my phone, but nonetheless, hopefully you guys enjoy, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace out. So you walk down the hall and boom, there is my room. You walk in and this is the view that you get, and let's just go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to tease you guys. We're going to go back and forth and back and forth, and then finally end up at the center console there and do all that stuff. So over here you got dresser, clothes, boxers, socks, shorts, stuff like that's in there. We got deodorant, we got change, a bunch of different colognes, school ID card, cause yeah, stuff. Eye drops, allergies in Colorado, pain in the butt. We got some packaging tape, cause I may or may not have just sent out Christmas presents. If you guys don't know what this is whatchamacallit. I think it's called an advent calendar. I don't know. I've done this like every year since I've been a kid. My mom buys us these, and you open one every single day, and there's chocolate inside. So she's plumping me up before Christmas. We got our McDonald's card. If the Broncos win, we get a free Big Mac or something. I don't know. Obviously we have my chair here. I just wanted to move this out so you guys could like actually see the console. Normally it's sitting in front of there, obviously. But yeah, so you got my chair here. It's a Ikea Marcus swivel chair. I really like it. You know, it's comfy. I can sit down in it, and boom, you got the whole, like, if I were to scoot it up here, boom, I can just see everything right in front of my face, all nice and whatnot. So yeah, I really like this chair. It's like, I'd say it's in between like a DX Racer and then like, it's the medium chair. So you have like your low quality chairs, you have this, and then you have like your DX Racers and whatnot. This is way cheaper. This is only like $150, which is, I mean, still pretty expensive for a chair, but it is comfortable and it's not nearly as expensive as a DX Racer or something. Moving over here, got a water bottle, drink a lot of water. We got pictures of Kristen that I need to hang up because the wall's a little bit empty over there. There's me from like 6th grade. I'll get to that. Volleyballs, if you don't know, my girlfriend plays college volleyball. Kristen, she plays volleyball at her college. So when I went there to visit, I got those. Gloves, Smile More hat. It gets cold here and I have to go out and like shovel and stuff. My car is not outside, otherwise I would show you guys it. Got a fan, and then we move on to over to this side. You got the bed. There's not really anything that goes on here. Only magic that happens here is the magic of sleep. You got my bag that I use when I travel. Traveling again in December, and I just got back a few weeks ago, so I'm too lazy to put that away. And then we have clock, you know, Kleenex, retainers, because I used to have braces. Earbuds for when I'm sleeping at night. Chris and I FaceTime and call and whatnot at night, so I use those. And then we have the console, the center area, you know, the main frame of what I got going on here. So we have a notebook. Shameless plug. We have a notebook. This is where I write down like all my video ideas and whatnot. So there's a page in there that has a ton of video ideas for zombies and multiplayer and whatnot. Anytime I think of an idea and I'm not going to make the video right away, I write it down in here and I come back to it later. We have one of these like earth bracelets. This is something that Kristen got me. I believe in the white circle, there's water from Mount Everest. And in the black circle, there's mud from the Dead Sea. So that's just pretty cool. This is something that she got me when I was in North Dakota. And I wear that when I go out and whatnot. The camera died. That's unfortunate. Anyways, moving on. We got the wallet. We got the car keys. Go Vikings. Yeah, that's a rough story most of the time. We got all my scuffs. I have 3 scuffs. One for Xbox 360, one for PlayStation 4, one for Xbox One. You guys can see I got some Control Freaks on there. I have the Vortex Control Freaks on my Xbox One. I got the Vortex Control Freaks on my Xbox 360, and I have 2 pairs of Control Freak Vortexes on my PS4. I wanted to say PC. Yeah, no, I don't do that. On my PS4, I have 2 different pairs of Vortex Control Freaks so that I can have 2 tall ones because, I don't know, that just feels more comfortable to me on the PlayStation 4 controller. I'm not really a big fan of the PlayStation 4 controller in all honesty. I really like the Xbox One controller. PlayStation 4 controller feels a little bit weird, so those Control Freaks help out with that. Moving down here, you guys really can't see under here, and I apologize for that, but you can sort of see like the power button for my Xbox right there. That's my Xbox 360. You guys can see the orange light on the PlayStation 4 right there. And then on this bottom shelf, I have the Xbox One. Really, the 360 and the Xbox One don't ever get turned on. It's really just the PlayStation 4 at this point. Anything else down here important, you guys really can't see back there, but there's a subwoofer for my speakers, there's a little fan, and then it's just a bunch of cables everywhere and whatnot. Got the router down there. Then we move over here, we've got my PC. I don't know the full specs. I will try and leave them in the description if I remember, but just a gist of it, I have an i7-3770K. I just upgraded to a GTX 960. I used to have a 660, but literally like 3 or 4 days ago, I upgraded to a 960, so that's cool. And that's basically everything that's underneath the desk. Now we can get on to the top of the desk. So 3 monitors, you guys can see here, 1, 2, 3. This monitor right here is the one that I play console on, so if I'm playing Xbox or PS4, this is the monitor that has console on it. If I'm not playing console or anything, then I have triple monitors for my PC. This is my center monitor, I should say. This is like a secondary one. I have TweetDeck and whatnot on it. I would turn them on, but it's gonna mess up the lighting and whatnot. It's already bad enough in here, so I just decided to turn them off. But normally I have Walter White staring at me because that's my desktop. Kind of intimidating, but you know, if I'm being lazy, I always just remember, what did Walter White do when he had nothing left to do? He cooked meth. And I'm never gonna do that. So that's just a constant reminder for that. You guys can see that back there, that Kenevo or whatever it's called. That's actually an HDMI switch. If you have all of these consoles, it's really annoying if you want to change consoles to go back behind there, because obviously you guys can see back there a little bit. There's really not room to do that. So this basically, I can plug all of my console HDMI cords into this bad boy, and basically there's a remote back there that I don't really use because it does it automatically, but it flips between the different channels, switching from Xbox One to PS4 to Xbox 360, all sorts of things like that. And then I also have a thing down there. You guys might be able to see it. Nope, never mind. You can't see anything down there. I'm so sorry. But for my Astros, you guys can see here, I have Astro A40s, sort of like Asimov looking ones, which I think are really cool. I actually won from Cody, so shout out to him. Won a contest for that for being a Twitch sub. But anyways, yeah, I also have a switch down there where I plug in 3 different Astro cable ports, and basically I can switch it between any console. That way I don't have to go back behind there and change all the cords every time I change consoles. You guys can see I've got my speakers. They're just like $40 Best Buy speakers. I like them. Like I said earlier, there's a subwoofer down there near that red light, somewhere in that just general area. The music sounds good on them. I really don't use them too much. Normally I just play everything through my Astros, but when I'm lazy and I don't want to have a headset on, then I just use those, and they're definitely good speakers for like the $40 price tag. This is just the volume control. I like it because it lights up blue. You know, it looks pretty. You got my mix amp for my Astro A40s there, and then we have my keyboard, which I believe is a Razer desktop. You guys can see here, I really like this because the keys are sort of like Mac keyboards. They're really small, and they're not nearly as loud if I'm playing PC games and recording and whatnot. I got the SteelSeries mousepad. You guys can't really, yeah, SteelSeries mousepad. And then I have a Razer Death Adder Chroma edition, which I really like because it just flows through colors and it looks pretty and nice and stuff. And I think that's very cool. And then now we get more into like the technical stuff. I've got a Logitech C920 there. This is the webcam that you guys saw me record that intro clip with. That's basically what I use for all of my face cam in my videos and whatnot. Back here, we've got my microphone on a Rode PSA-1 boom arm. You guys can see that lands back there. We also have a lamp that doesn't really light up anything. But yeah, this is an AT2035. It's an XLR mic. And now I ran out of storage. Man, things are just going downhill. Anyways, AT2035, it's a phantom powered mic, so that means that I have to have a power source, which is what this red box here does. This is a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2, and this is just an audio interface where I can go in and basically control the audio gain from there. It really doesn't use that much, like I don't use it for that much. That's what I was trying to say. Words are hard. Really just do all my editing and whatnot in Audacity when I record a commentary, but that's just there to power the microphone and whatnot. Also have a little pop guard on there to take out those annoying P's and B's and whatnot. And that pretty much does it with the whole setup. Got some things on my wall. Got the Office like plaque, obviously from The Office, one of my favorite shows ever. Got a picture of Kristen where I eventually want to hang up the rest of those that are sitting there on here. And it's been in my last few set of videos. If you're wondering what that is, in 6th grade I was part of student council, and what we did for that year on Halloween was like a Hunger Games themed, like, I don't know, costume party like thing, and all of student council was the tributes. So I was the District 1 tribute, and they made me a poster, and I hung it up, and I'm just too lazy to take it down. So that's that. I look super weird, and I look like I just don't want to be there. But yeah, so that's my setup, guys. Give you guys one quick more overview of it. And hopefully you guys did enjoy. Thank you guys once again so much for 10,000 subscribers. It's sort of like a celebratory special video for that. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Have an awesome rest of your day. Stay happy, stay positive, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.